I think the safest general strat that Protoss can use is definitely a two gate, three gate robo, because of the fact that you get an immortal if you need one, and you can have detection as well. No other build really provides as much cover against opposing strategy. So Shase is definitely opting for the kind of safer, I will make sure I can last in this game strategy there. Not trying to do anything funny, playing very, very strong basics StarCraft 2 here. His opponents, on the other hand, trying to pull off some very interesting, if very faulty strategies every now and then. So I think everyone's a bit intimidated and trying to catch him off guard, not wanting to take him head on in a normal, long-term game.
Yeah, and I think that's the biggest mistake that they could possibly make because they go in with strats that they probably haven't practiced as much as their standard play.
Indeed.
And it's not a good thing. So we've got Dreamer spawning on the left-hand side. We haven't told you this yet. Of Lost Temple, the 9 o'clock position, and all the way at the bottom, 6 o'clock position, Shase. So this is close air and pretty long by ground. So this would work in favor of Dreamer should he want to fast expand here.
Indeed. We have seen Shase face this already against Negredo on Metalopolis, also with the short air long by ground, and what he did in that game was he started up with his few gateways, he got a robo with an observer out, and then he expanded, went for a Stargate for Phoenixes to harass, and actually ended up getting a mothership. I actually believe Negredo could have won that game, so I'm hoping Shase doesn't do that and pulls it off again.
Yeah, because I think
that would upset me. I don't want a player to win with a bad strategy and let everyone else think it's a good one just because it worked at that time.
Indeed. It was a pretty random strat, and I don't think Shase will do that again. So we're looking at their base builds quickly. I like Shase's a little bit. No, actually they're pretty much about the same. Shase has got a nice little block off there. Nothing's going to run straight into his base, but then again, you don't really see harassed that often in a PvP.
I guess we'll have to see in a second. Just backing up my own opinion there, I don't mean that getting Phoenixes is a bad play and expanding and harassing is a bad play. But in that specific game, Shase definitely lost the advantage because Negredo pushed without expanding. But unfortunately, Negredo, again, did not have a proxy pylon in a good enough position to help his units out.
Yeah, no, I think both players made small mistakes there, but Negredo, he's playing against Shase, okay, so there must be a lot going through his mind there as well. But here's some interesting stuff going down. Shase throwing down a second gas, Dreamer throwing down a second gas. I think Shase just did that to prevent a gas steal from Dreamer because this probe is running around his base. Both of them do have those cybernetics cores coming down as well.
It could be that Shase is going again for that Stargate with Phoenixes, in which case he would need some more. But in general, Shase goes for that second gas because he goes for a robotics facility. I play exactly the same way, so we'll see in a second.
Yeah, I gotta say that the robo facility is, like I said it before and I'll say it again, it's a lot more, it's a solid decision. You can get that warp prism should you want it, so then this close air will pay off, it'll definitely pay off, and should you need the immortals instead, you'll be able to get that too. It's a good build-in. But oh my goodness, here comes a Twilight Council and Shase cancels it when Dreamer sees it. Interesting.
Indeed. I'm wondering if Dreamer actually saw what building it was that got cancelled though, because he's got his 2 gateways going up, still looking exactly the same as every other game. Don't know, maybe he will actually go back to his Blink Stalkers.
So I like that Shase cancelled the Twilight Council and then put it down again. So okay. I think that both these players are going to be going for Blink Stalkers in this game.
I'm not so sure.
Do you smell a Dark Templar rush here?
I do. If he puts down that Twilight Council so early, I'm not sure if he's actually going to use it to get Blink. But we'll see in a second, I'm sure.
Yeah, we will indeed. And I'd love to see some Dark Templars.
we are seeing Dreamer do the exact same build again. 3 gate. He's got the Twilight Council up. He's got his Stalkers out there, actually taking down one of Shase's to yellow health because he lost a bit of control there. But it is going down, so actually this is exactly the same strategy by both players, except that Shase is opting to get a 4th gateway already, except compared to 1.
Will he be able to support those 4 gateways? I actually think he will.
The reason you can't support it straight away is the fact that you don't want another gateway you can't use, and while you've got a Twilight Council and the research up, your 4 gateways can't be used at the same time. Later on they can.
Mm.
But then it's more efficient to put down 3 gateways, use them, and then put a 4th one down after
Indeed,
that.
yes. Keep those 3s running at all times and get full use of them. But here we go, 4 gateways, 4 Shase. He's going to put on a proxy pylon very soon, I'm pretty sure of that. He can already warp his units down his cliff out of his main, so that's already pretty close. But it looks like Shase is moving out. He's going to run into even more stalkers than he can handle here. 5 versus 3, he's going to pull back.
And as he's putting down some zealots as well, I think that's a good choice. Always a good idea to change the combination of units you're getting, just because it values the whole army as such a lot better. 2 zealots to tank makes your stalkers that much more effective because they can stay there longer shooting.
Indeed. But
and
he
Dreamer's
does.
Gonna push out, eh?
Yeah, they both have that blink ready, so this is going to be very interesting. It's going to come down to who can control the blink better than. Let's see. The 2 zealots are going to be falling needlessly here. Oh my goodness, that's a bit of a waste.
Nice blink by Dreamer, so obviously now Shase knows Dreamer has gone for his blink stalkers. Dreamer, on the other hand, not quite aware of the fact that there is blink on Shase's side, but we'll see in a second what ends up happening. And Dreamer now moving on to take advantage of that second Zelnaga tower. So now he's got Shase trapped in his base.
And supply capped. So what I'd love to see here is some fungal growth, but sadly that's not going to happen. So we'll just have to survive. Ooh, some nice pot shots there. Oh, and a very decisive move by Shase, jumping in there, taking down 2 stalkers right off the bat. Very well played.
And now it's a micro battle. Shase getting out there, Dreamer pulling back as well. I think that was a very good move by Shase.
Incredibly good,
Unfortunately, there were some reinforcements up there. And right now, I think there's a Robo Bay going down for Dreamer. So no 4th gate for him.
Yeah, you know what I want to see right now is a forge and some ranged upgrades. So here we go, another fight going down. Let's see if they can control him. Shase already doing a lot better than Dreamer, blinking away his stalkers. Wow, some great micro by Shase here. This is nearly like Kiwi Kaki yesterday. He's just taking these stalkers down, not losing any. Look at all those red HP stalkers for Shase, and he's taking down everything that Dreamer has
nice
here.
Focus firing as well, and getting some more reinforcements. And Shase is blinking straight after Dreamer's army, and might be able to take down all of them actually.
Wow.
Dreamer walks away with 2 stalkers to 11.
I'm sorry, that was terrible, and I mean terrible in the best way, because Shase just microed those stalkers like a god, and there's the GG. Shase wins. PolarfluKe over mind over matter.